Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Gary Common Council's Planning and Development Committee meeting. I'm the chairman, Councilman at Large Darren Washington. Tonight, we have 5 agenda items. To my right, we have Councilwoman Linda Barnes Caldwell representing the 5th District. We have Councilman at Large Kenneth Wessington, Councilman at Large Miles Tolliver. To my left, we have Dwayne Halliburton. Are you related to the Halliburton for the Indiana Pacers? He's representing the 2nd District and who had a phenomenal public forum of the day, representing the 4th District. Marion Ivy. I was getting ready to call you Pie, but that's not respectful. And our awesome attorney Renzo Williams. Tonight, we have, starting off, Council pending Ordinance 2025-32, an ordinance reviewing a special use permit for property located at 2557 Colfax Street, Gary, Indiana, to be used to allow mechanical and auto body work. Petitioner John Klutach on 2557 Colfax Street, Gary, Indiana. Is administration ready to present? Attorney Molina? And also, I want to thank the Gary Sanitary District for allowing the Common Council to be here to host our meeting this evening.
Good evening, council members. On 2025-32, petitioner John Kulich, he was in front of the committee last time we met. There was a couple concerns, which I think he's addressed. There was some concerns about some older cars because he does sometimes pick up old cars, he repairs them, and then he sells them. The special use is to allow mechanical and auto body work. He currently is zoned and able to sell, which is what he does. He's at an auto dealership there. And to address the concerns, council members had mentioned perhaps requiring some privacy fencing and requiring a condition that he not have more than 10 inoperable cars that he's working on at a time, at any given time on his lot. So we have, and I emailed just a little while ago to Councilman Washington, a revised ordinance which we can get you copies of. But essentially, we went with the same thing we had. We added 2 requirements, one, conditions to the special use permit, one that he maintain a privacy fence along the front portion of the premises facing Colfax Street, and that the fence comply with all other city ordinances and regulations, and 2, that petitioner may not store or have more than 10 inoperable vehicles on the premises at any given time. I will note that I did drive by there, and Mr. Kolach also brought some pictures. He cleaned it up very nicely because I think there was some concerns that he did have some older cars there, and the way it looked wasn't the best. So he has addressed that, and he's expressed a willingness to work with whatever the city needs. So that was our attempt to make sure that we meet the concerns that the council raised at the last meeting, and we can submit this if there's no further comments. We certainly can submit this for final approval on Tuesday. Mr. Kolach is here, certainly available for any questions or concerns that you may have.
Questions by any council members? Councilman Wessington.
Thank you, sir. Yes, can we see the pictures when you get a chance?
Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
In fact, I've got a printout, but unfortunately I printed out black and white ones, but I do have emailed pictures I can certainly circulate to everyone. But if I can approach real quick.
Yeah.
So he did clean it up very nicely.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you.
Yes,
I'm glad you took the comments as helpful critiques. So thank you. It looks night and day. So I appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Before the actual meeting next Tuesday, can you make sure that all members of the council is able to get a copy of those pictures?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Any other council members with any questions?
Councilman Washington?
Yes, Councilman Ivy.
Councilwoman
Ivy, I'm sorry.
We did discuss the property taxes being current. Do we have confirmation on that?
Come on up, Mr. Catchins. Marion, you're going to have to, it's not like the council, you're going to have to talk into it.
Okay.
That's the receipt. That's what they give me at the, I've been printed out, so it's like, say, current green light.
Yep.
It's paid.
Yep, absolutely. Yes, Councilwoman Ivy, he did, at the last meeting, he did commit to make them, make sure they were current, and he just provided a receipt showing that he has.
Attorney Molina, you're going to need to, these are very good mics, but you're going to have to talk directly into the mic.
Okay. Yes, he has come current on them. He produced the receipt showing that he did pay all outstanding taxes. So the only thing due is the next November installment.
Okay, thank you.
We have in attendance our Common Council President, Lori Latham, representing the First District. Thank you. Any other questions by council members? Do you have any questions? Ms. Barnes Caldwell?
Just clarifying, we're repairing and selling?
Yes, I'm selling as of right now.
No, talk in that microphone.
As of right now, I'm selling. Yes.
You will just be repairing them?
It's repairing and selling.
Yeah, he's trying to add, he was,
Just add on.
he had expressed with the slowdown in the economy, he was trying to find other streams of income, so he was seeking a special use to add on, also to do mechanical and auto body work.
Any other questions?
Just one,
Ms. Ivy?
I'm sorry, Councilman Washington, thank you. Where is the name of the business displayed?
It's on a building. There was a banner on a fence.
Talk in that microphone.
Sorry. It's on a building.
Can we see it from these pictures here or no?
I don't think.
If it's on here, that's fine. I just couldn't see it from the pictures.
And if you don't have it, just make sure it's included in the packet before Tuesday's meeting, so Councilwoman Ivy could see that actual signage.
Next time I'll put some color pictures, maybe, you know, it's just last minute.
Councilwoman, I don't believe they're visible from the pictures I have, but we can make sure that provides them for the next meeting for sure.
One from the street, you know.
That's-
Keep going.
That's all,
That's all
enough,
they
yeah.
should, they should, if you want me to, because I couldn't fit all of them there. Maybe here. I gotta get it from there.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't look like what we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I should get a little bigger.
Yeah, so that, he just showed me, there is one picture where the sign is on above the garage door of the building itself, which we can get you a copy of that also.
I could get it in color in next.
I don't have a problem with it as long as they show the pictures, and they need to have that provided before the Tuesday meeting. Can you make sure you get that to us, Attorney Molina, in our packets?
Yes, we will provide all those photos in the packets.
Any more questions by council members? Thank you.
Put them on the color or something,
Okay.
you know. Should I drop them off?
Yeah, you can email it to me.
Next item on the agenda is council pending ordinance 2025-33, an ordinance reviewing a special use permit for property located at 2601 East 15th Avenue, Gary, to be used to allow light manufacturing activities related to auto body mounting, equipment upfit and repair. Petitioner Benjamin Aaliyah, 2601 East 15th Avenue, Gary, Indiana. Attorney Molina, you have the floor.
Thank you, Councilman Washington. This is, again, a special use permit. Currently, the zoning there is M12, and to perform the work that they're seeking to do, it's close to it's allowable under special use. And being conservative, we thought it was best that they apply for special use. They have Attorney Weezer here, and it's actually, in hearing them at the Plan Commission level, it's an exciting project for the city, I think. So with that, I would hand it off to him if that's okay, unless you have
Yeah, that's
specific
fine,
questions.
because I would like to get an explanation of what is light manufacturing activities.
Absolutely. And I think,
And Attorney Weezer is no stranger to the council. Come on up, Attorney Weezer.
Good evening, everyone. Probably just give a real quick overview, and then I'll let you talk. I would imagine you're going to do it, right? Okay. I'll let Ben Ayla speak to it. He's got a lot more information than I do that I know he could answer. But essentially, Wabash is a major company that's headquartered in Lafayette, Indiana. And they've, for some time, been interested in Northwest Indiana and to set up a facility here. And they've had the opportunity with this property that they intend to clean up. They're going to refurbish the building. They're going to do some things. Just to let you know, we will be back in here for, assuming we're successful on the use variance, we will be back in here for a developmental variance for the fence that needs to be fully improved and made secure and all that. So in any event, they assemble chassis, and I'm going to let you talk about that. But they, and that's what they're going to do there. Plus, they also do repairs. They're a original equipment, something or other. I know that term I never even knew in this business. But that's, and what I'm going to do is let Ben explain that, because that's a critical thing that you need to know and understand what it is they do and how it's related to the economic viability and development here. I do that in discussing it with them. I think we talked about the initial employment probably would be between 16 to 20 people, with the anticipation that if they are as successful as they believe they can be, it would be substantially greater, maybe upwards of 35 or 40. But I know, Ben, why don't you come, because you sure can explain your business better than I can. Oh, and Brian's going to come up too. Okay, go ahead. I'll just stand over here.
Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Okay. So Wabash is a manufacturing company wholly. We manufacture semi-trailers in Lafayette, Indiana, tankers in Wisconsin, and truck bodies in 5 different states, including Goshen, Indiana. This property is going to be used for diesel mechanic work, as well as body mounting, upfitting, and repair. The best way to describe that is you're familiar with U-Haul, Penske, Ryder type of vehicles that got the big box on the back end of it. We'll be making that box in Goshen, Indiana, and stocking them here in Gary on the ground. So if somebody hits a bridge, which I've seen happen in one of these, and it peels the roof off, that we can repair that. Sometimes we can use stock parts to rebuild part of it. Sometimes we have to do custom fabrications. We'll have a small machine shop, fab shop in place where we might cut steel together as close to possible. But beyond that, it's the body mounting. So we'll work with local, like Ford dealers and Chevy dealers and Ram dealers or Freightliner International. They'll provide chassis to us. That is the cab with the doors, the steering wheel, but nothing on the back end of it. You just have the long rails that the box sits on. In addition to that, we'll be performing body upfitting. Upfitting includes, have you ever seen a contractor's truck? They have doors on the outside of the truck. Sometimes it's enclosed like a plumber will use. Sometimes they're open for like a small flatbed. We don't manufacture those, but we purchase those from other companies that do make them. Kit to mounting. Sometimes we need to do some light welding to physically attach that to the chassis, or make custom brackets to physically mount it to ensure that it's roadworthy. We'll also go through a certification process to ensure the mounting is done correctly, file the paperwork that's required by DOT, make sure it complies with roadworthiness, and then those get sold through OEM dealers. The OEM, the original equipment manufacturer, is your Ford, is your Chevy. We don't sell direct to the public. We will sell to large major accounts such as Penske and Ryder because they are so big, but a lot of our sales also go through local dealers. So the purpose of the upfit site here is to service customers within a 100-mile radius. We have national accounts all over the United States. The purpose this is to service regionally. It could be Maryville, it could be Crown Point, it could be here in Gary, it could be as far east as Fort Wayne. So this is the hub that we think we can do that in. We would probably do in the neighborhood of about 500 body mounts a year. And then on top of that, this is a partnership between Wabash and Pace. Brian Sheffy is from Pace. They are diesel mechanics. We are not. And Pace also has the lead on operations at the site. So Wabash is funding it, Pace is managing it. We're teaching them body mounting and upfitting. They're teaching us diesel mechanic work. And that's the bulk of what we do. Brian can speak to the staffing. He can speak to the diesel. So if you've got questions for Brian, we would love to entertain your questions.
Okay. Brian, you got anything you want to tell us before the questions come? No. Okay. Councilman Wessington
Thank you, sir.
and Councilwoman Latham.
You pretty much answered my last question towards the end in regards to the staffing portion. So it will be through PACE. My question would be, these would be solidified individuals who work with PACE that would come to this Gary location, or would you be looking to train and hire new diesel mechanics?
No, we will train and hire new. I will bring people from other facilities for the training. But yeah, we will hire within the region.
Okay. And so my second part of that question is, so you need the diesel mechanics, of course, for the mounting and servicing of the actual housing that goes on the chassis. As far as storage goes, I think you're going to need individuals, skid steers, things of that nature, to actually store the chassis once they're completed, or boxes once they're completed. So if I think I'm correct, you said mostly you're going to be housing the components here for when there is an accident, you can sell these components off to distributors.
It'll be twofold.
Okay.
That's part of it. We will have parts distribution coming out of here. We will also physically mount the box and come up with a complete unit.
Okay.
Right, so we'll operate 2 fork trucks in
Gotcha.
the facility. We have an electric tugger cart that sits on if you know what a farm cart is,
Yeah.
the old farm carts, that's what the boxes will sit on.
Okay.
And we maneuver them with that tugger cart.
Cool. No, I was just trying to get an overall, how many jobs do you expect to create